Ethelred Wars, the King of Wessex from 865 to 71, was a significant figure during a tumultuous period in English history. His reign is marked by relentless Viking invasions, which shaped the course of English resistance and ultimately the unification of England. Understanding Ethelred I and his historical context is crucial for grasping the complexities of early medieval England. As the elder brother of the more famous Alfred the Great, Ethelred's leadership set the stage for future successes against the Viking threat. While often overshadowed by Alfred, Ethelred's efforts were foundational in the defense of the English kingdoms. Ethelred's significance lies in his role as a crucial figure during a critical juncture when England needed unyielding and strategic resistance against Viking incursions. His reign was characterized by several battles against the Great Heathen Army, a massive coalition of Norse warriors. Ethelred's efforts in forming alliances with neighboring kingdoms and fighting numerous battles, such as the ones at Reading and Ashdown, were pivotal in slowing down Viking advances. These battles were significant in maintaining Wessex as a stronghold against the Viking onslaught, providing Alfred with a platform to continue the fight. One real-world example of Ethelred's impact is the Battle of Ashdown in 871, where he and Alfred successfully defeated a Viking force, thereby demonstrating strategies and bravery that were essential in this era. Another example is his ability to maintain cohesion among the English kingdoms, fostering a sense of unity that was crucial for their survival. His decisions during these battles provided critical learning experiences for future military strategies that Alfred would later employ. Opinions about Ethelred often highlight his role in laying the groundwork for Alfred's eventual success, though some argue he lacked the vision of his younger brother. Nevertheless, his contributions should not be underestimated, as his leadership during dire times showcased resilience and determination. Challenges associated with Ethelred's reign include the overwhelming Viking forces that constantly threatened his kingdom. The absence of a centralized command structure in England at the time posed additional difficulties. Alternative viewpoints suggest that Ethelred's inability to decisively repel the Vikings points to potential weaknesses in his leadership. However, it is important to recognize the immense pressure he was under. Ethelred's actions and decisions were intrinsically linked to the broader narrative of England's resistance to Viking invasions. His reign influenced the military strategies and political alliances that his successors, particularly Alfred, would later inherit and expand upon. Understanding Ethelred's role offers valuable insights into the resilience and adaptability of early English rulers in the face of external threats. Ethelred's early reign and the political environment of his time provide vital insights into the challenges and dynamics of 9th century Anglo-Saxon England. As a monarch ruling from 865 to 71, Ethelred's reign was significantly influenced by the ongoing Viking invasions, which shaped his political and military strategies. This period marked crucial developments in the formation of the English kingdoms, with Wessex under Ethelred's rule facing existential threats from the Danes. Understanding this context is essential for appreciating the complexities of his leadership and the broader historical transformations of the era. The significance of Ethelred's early reign lies in its impact on the Anglo-Saxon resistance against Viking incursions. Ethelred's leadership played a pivotal role in maintaining the autonomous status of Wessex during a time when other kingdoms, such as Northumbria and East Anglia, fell under Viking control. This resistance not only preserved Wessex, but also laid the groundwork for the future unification of England under his brother and successor, Alfred the Great. One illustrative example is the Battle of Reading in 871, where Ethelred and his brother Alfred faced the Viking army. Though the battle ended in a setback, it demonstrated Ethelred's commitment to defending his realm. Another example is the strategic military engagements at Ashdown and Basing, which were part of a persistent struggle to thwart the Viking advance. These battles exemplify the tactical challenges Ethelred faced and highlight the resilience of his leadership. Some contemporary historians suggest that Ethelred's efforts were crucial, albeit overshadowed by Alfred's later successes. They argue that Ethelred's reign set important precedents for military organization and defense strategies that Alfred would later refine. However, Ethelred's reign was not without challenges. His leadership was often contested due to the relentless Viking pressure, and some sources suggest internal dissent and difficulties in rallying a unified response from local ealdormen. These challenges underscore the complexity of defending a fragmented and vulnerable region against a formidable external threat. Ethelred's early reign and its political environment also lay the foundation for subsequent developments in Wessex and its eventual rise as a dominant power. By examining these initial conditions, one gains a deeper understanding of how Ethelred's responses to external pressures influenced the political landscape. paving the way for later consolidation under Alfred. This interconnection highlights the importance of Ethelred's role, not just as a precursor, but as an integral figure in the narrative of England's resistance and consolidation. Ethelred III, King of Wessex from 865 to 71, faced a tumultuous reign marked by relentless Viking incursions. The military campaigns against Viking incursions refers to Ethelred's efforts to defend his kingdom against the formidable threat posed by the Norse invaders, commonly known as the Great Heathen Army. These campaigns were pivotal in the broader struggle of Anglo-Saxon England against Viking expansion, which threatened to dismantle the fabric of the Saxon kingdoms. The significance of these campaigns lies in their impact on the survival of Wessex, a critical stronghold during this period of upheaval. Ethelred's military endeavors were essential for maintaining the integrity of his kingdom amidst the Vikings' aggressive and often ruthless raids. His resistance against the invaders set a foundation for future leaders, most notably his brother Alfred the Great, to build upon in the eventual unification and strengthening of England. Two notable examples highlight Ethelred's military engagements. First, the Battle of Reading in 871, where Ethelred and his army confronted the Vikings who had fortified the town. Although this battle ended in a loss for the Saxons, it demonstrated their resolve to engage and challenge the invaders. Another significant encounter was the Battle of Ashdown, also in 871, where Aethelred and Alfred achieved a notable victory against the Vikings. This triumph, though not decisive in ending the Viking threat, boosted morale and proved that the Saxons could hold their ground against formidable foes. Support for Ethelred's resistance can be seen in the acknowledgement of his efforts to defend his realm despite the overwhelming odds. His ability to maintain some semblance of order and cohesion in Wessex is often viewed as a testament to his leadership, albeit overshadowed by Alfred's subsequent fame. However, challenges and controversies surround these campaigns. Despite his efforts, Ethelred's short reign was marred by numerous defeats and retreats, leading some to criticize his military effectiveness. Furthermore, the constant pressure from Viking incursions meant that Ethelred could never fully consolidate his victories, leading to debates on whether he adequately prepared Wessex for continued resistance. These military campaigns influenced other aspects of Ethelred's reign, notably his alliance building with neighboring kingdoms and his strategy of fortifying key defensive positions. They also set the stage for future military innovations and the eventual resurgence of Wessex under Alfred's leadership. Thus, Ethelred's efforts, while fraught with challenges, laid critical groundwork for the future defense and unity of England against Viking aggression. In discussing key battles and strategic decisions related to Ethelred I, King of Wessex from 865 to 71, we delve into the tactical and military maneuvers that defined his reign. This concept involves analyzing the notable battles he engaged in and the critical decisions he made that shaped the course of his kingdom's defense against Viking incursions. These battles were not just military engagements, but pivotal moments that influenced the political landscape of Anglo-Saxon England. The significance of Aethelred I's key battles is deeply intertwined with the survival and eventual unification of England. During his reign, the Vikings were formidable opponents, aiming to extend their dominance over English territories. Ethelred's engagements, notably the Battle of Ashdown in 871, were crucial in stalling the Viking advance. Though Ethelred's forces could not achieve a decisive victory over the invaders, his efforts laid the groundwork for future resistance under his brother Alfred the Great. The Battle of Ashdown, for instance, saw a rare victory for the Anglo-Saxons, with Ethelred and Alfred managing to defeat the Viking forces, albeit temporarily. This engagement illustrated the resilience and strategic acumen necessary to confront a seemingly unstoppable foe. One real-world application of these strategic decisions is reflected in the development of defensive strategies that influenced subsequent military campaigns. Ethelred's battles demonstrated the importance of adaptability and the use of terrain to one's advantage, lessons that were absorbed and expanded upon by later rulers. Another example is the forging of alliances amongst the Anglo-Saxon kingdoms, a strategic decision aimed at presenting a united front against common enemies, setting a precedent for future cooperative defense mechanisms. Opinions on Ethelred's strategies are mixed. Some historians commend his resilience and ability to hold his ground against overwhelming odds, while others criticize his inability to secure lasting peace or significant victories. The challenges he faced were immense, with limited resources and constant pressure from Viking forces, leading to debates about whether his choices were the best given the circumstances. These battles and decisions are crucial threads connecting to broader themes of leadership, resilience, and strategic innovation in times of crisis. Ethelred's reign, though brief and fraught with challenges, was a crucible in which the ideas and alliances that would eventually lead to England's unification were forged. Understanding these elements provides insight into the complex tapestry of early English history, highlighting how individual leaders' decisions can reverberate through time.